Hey everyone, it's Ashley Hotsinpiller from the Derek Hotsinpiller Fallen Stars 5K, and I'm here with Kristen Loescher from Arsenal Events. A few months ago, you probably saw that we had a post or an article go out on Connect Bridgeport about some updates that we're making to the race this year, and one of those is timing. We're so excited about this upgrade, and we're going to tell you a little bit more about it. But first, I want to give you a little background of how I met Kristen and how this all developed. So Dustin and I have, over the past few years, started venturing back out and doing taking the kids to run the Police Week 5K in DC that they have every year. And so that's something that we really look forward to and enjoy. And so we were running, not last year, it was the year before last. And Dustin was like, oh my gosh, look at this. I got a text with our time. And look at this. There's like, you can watch yourself cross the finish line, which for me is like, no, I don't need to see that. But I love to see the kids because I've got a kid with long legs and he's always way ahead of me. So I get to watch that. But there was a lot of great things. And so we were like, oh, we got to look into this. So needless to say, we were at the race last year and they were back. And so I approached Kristen's team and made that connection towards the end of last year. And the rest is kind of history and in the weeds. But I want to let Kristen explain a little bit about her company and I'll let you take it from there.
Thank you. So we are so excited to be a part of your race this year. And the National Police Week 5K is this upcoming Saturday. So we're gearing up for that race again. And we're so excited to make that a connection with you all through that race. That race is very meaningful. And knowing the meaning that you have behind your race and the Hotsinpiller Foundation, when you asked us, I was like, oh, I'm going to do whatever I can to try to make it happen. So that is a full weekend for us. We will be timing your event and then heading back to Virginia to time a triathlon the next day. But we're ready for it. The team is ready. So we're thrilled to be a part of your event this year.
Well, we are so excited to have you. So I think I kind of alluded to that, but what are some things that Arsenal will be bringing to the event this year that might be different from previous years?
Sure. So you mentioned the text notification. So as a part of the registration process, when your athletes are signing up, they can sign up for results notifications to come to them via text and also via email. And if they have family members that they want to allow, tracking them on race day, those family members can actually sign up for text notifications as well. So it's fun to be able to get all the notifications on your phone so you know your finish time, as soon as you cross the finish line. And then, as you mentioned too, the finish line videos. So we do love to capture that. And it is cool. It's a very cool feature in Run Sign Up to be able to connect that finish line video to your finisher results. So once we get that video uploaded, it will populate as like a little camera icon in your results link. So when you click on that, it'll take you to that moment. You get a 10-second clip, before you cross the finish line, as you're crossing, and then shortly after. So you'll get a great shot of yourself. So make sure you celebrate when you cross the finish line. Try not to do anything foolish. Cute.
Exactly.
So we have that, yes. And then, National Police Week 5K, as you've seen, we have a nice wide finish line, nice wide start to get everybody through because your race is significantly large as well. So we're we're just thrilled to be a part of your event, like I mentioned before, and to bring a few of these upgrades. And then the other thing that I feel like our athletes really enjoy at our races is to be able to go over to the results tent where we have TVs set up so you can actually see where you finish amongst all of the other finishers. And if you placed in your age group or overall or any of those award categories, a little medal icon will show up next to your name, which is a great indication that you should stick around for awards.
That's awesome. Yes. And then we'll also have start finish mats. So it'll be a really accurate time. So it won't matter if you start in the back, your time won't start until you cross that finish or start finish mat. So
you got it.
That's going to be an awesome addition as well. I know, for me, it's just a celebration to cross.
Just
but
get
for a
there,
lot of
right?
people, they're excited. Yeah, just to get there,
you too.
Especially with our course. I can't wait for you to see our course in person. It's tough, but rewarding. Remember
there you
that.
go. Yeah, you'll feel accomplished on race day. I love it.
Absolutely. That's the takeaway from our race. And so I thought it would be a good idea for us to kind of walk through possibly just registering in case there's questions. Like I said, this is new. It's a brand new platform for us. So I thought, give me a second here. I'm going to share my screen with you and we will walk through just like a simple registration.
Perfect.
Okay. All right, so we're up. So this is the landing page right when you get into to the race platform page. And so you'll see we have a lot of different tiles. So this might get confusing for you, but that's why we're here to explain. So 5K law enforcement is obviously for our law enforcement officers. So any law enforcement officer that's signing up, that also includes our virtual, because there's an option as we go later down where you can select that you are running virtual as an officer. We have our 5K non-law enforcement. So that's anybody who's coming just to run the 5K as is. We have the 5K plate carrier, and that's the specific law enforcement challenge, as well as we have the plate carrier for our non-law enforcement. That was something we brought in last year. And so we have that here. And then 5K stroller, the Kids K, and our virtual 5K for anybody who's running virtually. You start with that process there. And if you want a shirt, then of course, there's an option to add it on as you go through that process, and that cost will adjust there for you. But so I thought it probably would be a good idea for us to start with the 5K law enforcement, because there's some extra buttons for our LEO guys, and this would be something that we could kind of walk through. So when you hit the sign up, it's going to ask you to select your, well, if you're already a member of Run Sign Up, you'll have your information already stored in, right? So you'll fill all of that information out. And then I think, yeah, so that's what it looks like. So you'll just fill out all of your information that's needed, but then I'm just going to select one for the purpose of doing it quickly. And then I'm going to select the tile, make sure the tile is selected for 5K law enforcement. And then I'm going to go down. If you're adding other people, this is the place where you'll add them into your registration. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kristen, if I'm saying anything wrong here.
No, that's perfect. Yep. That's where you'll add another registrant.
Oh, yes. So you can add, I don't think there's a limit.
Everybody
You can
in your
add
family.
everybody, just register them all. And then you also, there is a discount for registering multiple people as well. So that's where that information is. So largest group challenge. So this is where you select if you would like to create or join a group. Yes, I'm going to select yes so that you can see what that process is. So then you'll hit continue after you collect for the waiver. So if you want to join an existing group, like somebody at your office, your school, somebody's already created a team, then you'll go here and you can select the team that's already been created. Or if you are creating a brand new team, this is where you'll hit this tab, create a new group and team, and then you will select your team name. And once that's in the system, anybody can select underneath of that. So I'm just going to, for all intents and purposes, just select one and continue. So this, again, this is law enforcement only, but are you a law enforcement officer? Yes. And then your agency that you work for. Then you'll put your shirt size and you'll put your emergency contact information. And then would you like to participate as a top cop or two-man team? So that is either or. So you won't be able to select both, but you'll be able to select. So are you running for a top cop challenge or the two-man team? I'm going to select two-man team for this so that you can see what that looks like. So I'll just you would put your name of yourself and your partner for the challenge right in there. So it's going to make me put a phone number in there. So I'll put that in and continue. So then this brings you to our donation page. If you'd like to add another donation, that's fantastic. If not, we're excited just to have you. So we'll go to the next screen, which will show you Paint the Night Blue tickets. I've mentioned that multiple times. There are there's a discounted ticket if you do race and Paint the Night Blue. So that's on there for you. And then here, Kristen, you said we want to enable them for notifications, right? So text, we want to get a text and email. So if you want those fun features that Kristen's talking about, that's where you're going to select that. And then I think continue just takes us to the checkout page, right?
I think so. Yep.
Okay. Yep. So we're good to go there. So I think, let me stop sharing my screen here. And then we'll kind of get back to the rest of everything else.
The fun.
Yeah. The fun. Okay. So the early bird, we have, I'm going to put this up in the corner. That's the registration QR code. So the early bird pricing ends. That's for the race and for Paint the Night Blue on Friday. So be sure to get in your registrations. I know you're probably tired of hearing it. Everybody does it, but it's just incentivized because I have to have my race shirt order in anyway. So we need to have those numbers to make sure that you have a shirt. As well as our shirt deadline is next week. So again, just encouraging you guys to get your registrations in so that we can make sure we have a shirt for you, because this is a special year shirt. We are doing something different. Last year everybody was really unanimous on let's switch up the design on the front. So you guys got a new design, and we even have a new design for this year. So we're excited. Yeah. Everybody's like, what color? You know,
yeah, is it a secret or are you going to reveal?
We won't reveal until I have it. I typically don't. And we're still working on that. We've ordered the shirts. We're working on the design right now with the designer. So that will be coming soon, because we'll start mailing those for our virtual runners. We try to mail them at least a week out so that you'll have them for race day. So, and then if you register after a certain point, then we'll mail it after the race. But so, and then I guess my main thing too is like, we're always, you know that we have big goals. I'm a goal setter. I like that. I like to have something to aim for, but it's something I want to make sure that you guys know there is a reason. And I'm sure you do know that behind it. You know, we're trying to do many things in our law enforcement community to keep our officers safe and to give them equipment and training, as well as we're doing our, have our scholarship program. So just like an example, for the vest, if you just saw yesterday, we posted about the vest. Voodoo is on step 2 of the vest. He got his vest. He's getting fitted. So we're chugging along there. Hopefully, we're hoping that he has his vest for race day so he can show you guys. Because I think that's like a nice touch for people to see. You know, that is because of your support. So
direct impact. Yeah, that's awesome.
Direct impact. Yeah. I mean, so we're really excited about that. But that vest alone, for that donation, it's 80 registrations. You know, that's a big chunk of registrations. That's why we do set goals the way that we do. You know, that is a tangible result of the numbers. So that's, just want to explain that. Obviously we have fun goals too. We have all 55 counties. That's our Country Roads Challenge. That's new this year. Yep. So we're pretty excited about that. I'll be announcing like where things stand this week, later this week. But so we also have our all 50 states. Wouldn't that be fantastic with America's 250th birthday this year? Let's hit all 50 states again. And last year we had 20 countries. So I always like to up that ante. So let's get to 25 countries, So again, I'll be posting all of our stats on that later on this week to share with you guys. But, I just wanted to give you some reason behind why the numbers, why the goals. And so, but I think that's pretty much what I had for you guys. I do want to take one moment to, you can't really see, but up in the corner, I have Ace Aggregates. They are our loyal sponsors. And this year they are bringing this upgrade to the race. And we couldn't be more thankful. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ace. We appreciate you and your support over the years. They're amazing people, and we're just so grateful for their support. But I do think that's my wrap up. I think we're good. We covered all that. That's a lot of ground in about 13 minutes. So
we did it.
We did it. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Again, get registered, and we can't wait to see you on June 6th. And Kristen, I'll see you this Saturday.
Sounds wonderful.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.